Welcome. I just saw a podcast with Roland Martin Unfiltered, and it is quite the show, as it always is, and I'm such a fan. Shout outs, hi there to Mr. Roland Martin, always keeping us up and to speed on Black media and for politics, and everything that's going on with our Constitution, our amendment rights, and just Black politics, and the push for civil rights. And we love that. Tonight's show is Tiffany A. Henyard, the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, a county. Democratic Mayor Tiffany Henyard of the small village of Dolton, Illinois, has made national headlines in recent weeks for being accused of weaponizing police, business raids, and spending taxpayer money on luxurious trips. Now she is facing investigation by Dolton trustees as well as the FBI. One reason I went ahead and got involved behind that is because I wanted to help Tiffany get people off her back. I wanted to help Tiffany with the records. I don't know, she felt like because she didn't owe anybody anything. I believe I heard her say that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you do owe people something, Tiffany. Because when you're working city council, honey, that's public records. That's not personal records. I am concerned with the Tiffany Cares Foundation that was talked about on Roland Martin. The thing that's disturbing is a lot of people say she's a fast talker. I'm a fast talker. So I protect her or any fast talker when it comes to that because I've always spoke fast, like Blossom Friend. I forgot her name, Blossom's friend, on the Blossom Show, a 90s show that was popular. But anyways, that doesn't mean anything that you're a shyster because you speak fast. Although you do have to consume your words, take your time and think. Because a lot of times when I'm thinking and sworn, my dialogue is accuracy or a sworn oath. I've not said anything I thought I said. So my big brother had to come, Jeremiah Roof. He had to come in and years ago over the phone and say, let me tell you something, sis. You're not saying what you think you are because I got the same problem. And then he broke it down. So I give the same advice to Tiffany and all the other fast talkers who don't have that gift to do auction. But yeah, you want to slow down for the people, It doesn't mean that you're not intelligent. You don't have to rush. The records prove itself. Let's stay with that. If you got nothing to hide, darling, then you have nothing to hide. You do owe them something because you're messing with their tax money. They do have a right to fight you, to fight the trustees, the number 4 in the opposite county, and the 6 with you, or 7, however many in there. Including the legal litigation team of the council that represents the county. I think he said his name was Burke or something. But yeah, you owe people an explanation, darling. And this is the reason why I got behind it as far as enforcement. And not to give you a headache, but it needed to be done so that we can help you serve your seed, darling, as best and as authentic and as smoothly as the professional you have become. Congratulations. Well, I did raise some eyebrows while watching the Roland Martin filtered program when she talked about denying owning the Tiffany Cares Foundation. It seemed like she was lying. Body was uncomfortable. It seemed like she didn't stutter, but it seemed like her body language did. She was directing her answers. I don't know if she practiced that. But whatever the case may be, I would say, just show the records. And if you got the court records, darling, show it and continue condemning and shaming those who come against you, darling. And continue to dance as the bright woman that we hope and see that you are. I think it's great that you do what you said. You appeal to all audiences. And you do have to do a lot to dance around to get these youth involved. Because they're children, they get bored easily. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do believe that there's jealousy and intimidation towards Tiffany. Because when you're great, that comes with a lot of jealousy. That comes with a lot of intimidation when you have big seats and power. And Tiffany has power. So here is what I do want to get into, the main question. You can go and do your own research on Tiffany and all the controversy and how she's becoming so famous, and being accused of corruption and fighting with her trustees and those maybe jealous and intimidated of her. We have to take Tiffany's word for it until a hard proof comes forward, and behind the scenes, an investigation will definitely get that for us. Established. Also, Roland Martin asked Tiffany a question. He says, Tiffany, do you have a travel policy in place? Tiffany said, no. He says, do you think there should be one? Tiffany got off on the wrong question. She started sounding like the former guests who come on there who do not have the answers, and their attack questions in the debate against Roland and the panel together. And I didn't look forward to seeing that, although it could happen to me. But I would have liked for her to at least have somebody text her or shoot out, some gestures on how to have questions like that answered, cue cards or something. But in Roland Martin's studio, unfortunately, you can't do that. If it was at the news station, that would be different. Well, she denied claims of the foundation and the videos and everything being hers. I think she's lying. I think she's afraid. I think she's realizing that maybe she didn't follow all her ducks in a row, and come to find out if it's exposed, she could get hit. Or maybe she didn't do any investigation and is just afraid to attack that question because maybe something could come of it. This is the importance of, before you make the moves you make, being in council in politics, serving our city and our council, okay? You have to do very careful steps, any of us, small, large, with starting up that business. So, yeah, she definitely got to get her ducks in a row with that. And I'm very concerned about Tiffany when it comes to that Tiffany Cares Foundation. Because, again, I don't believe her. And I hope that maybe she can get that fixed, as well as providing the records, for the city council. So, establishing a bill policy, city council for the state of Illinois, Dolton County, should a political dialogue bill be in place? I asked. AI. Creating a political dialogue bill at the city council level of Dolton County would involve establishing regulations or guidelines. Political dialogue should be conducted in the city. While I can provide a general overview, AI told me. So here's some of the points it came up with to help me. It was purpose. We all want to know about purpose. Clearly, to state the purpose of a bill, which could be to promote, respect, and constructive political dialogue, encourage civic engagement, and maintain a welcoming and inclusive political environment in Dolton. That's what Tiffany has been doing. Scope. Define the scope of the bill, specifying the type of political dialogue or activities in it that covers such public forums, debates, social media interaction, etc. So far, that's what she's been doing. And she says she's won 25 court hearings. Establish guidelines for respectful and civil political dialogue, including prohibitions on personal attack, hate speech, discrimination, harassment, and other forms of disruptive behavior. That's for guidelines for conduct. And she's got a lot of that against her, with the people fighting her and proving things and saying that she's being a bully. It's her way or the highway. Very smart mouth, a very bold, direct, kind of like a cocky behavior. We have seen that in the media. And maybe it's because they chop the media up and edit that to be away. Because media can be very powerful with a great editor. And it can do some damage or it can do some good. Transparency requires in political dialogue processes such as disclosing funding sources for political campaigns or an event. Accessibility. Ensure that political dialogue opportunities are accessible to all residents of Dolton, regardless of the background or affiliation. And for number 6, enforcement and penalties. She's got a lot of that coming to her. 10 minutes in my show. I'm going to be right back with the second half.